Hi everyone! Welcome to How Ines Rolls. Today I'm going to show you what I'm doing with some leftover ground beef from our get-together yesterday. So I am going to be making some extra special meatballs. Let's go. Like I said, I do have some leftover ground beef. It's about 1.5 pounds or so. So the video that you'll be seeing from what we made with it will be coming out on Friday for our grilling special. But for today, I thought I would make a Parmesan meatballs. That kind of sounds funny because I'm used to saying like chicken, but I'm making meatballs and I haven't done this before. Normally I just buy the meatballs from the Walmart and it's good, but this one I thought would be special because I'm going to be using back here some gluten-free breadcrumbs because you know Paul's trying and he's making some better choices, which in turn really helps him feel better. So I'm gonna add some of those, and but I am still going to make some pasta for us on the side for the boys and myself. Plus I have some French bread that was left over from last night. So really it's going to be quite the Italian feast sans breadcrumbs. So let me get everything going. So I figured out why it sounded weird. It's because I was saying it weird. It's meatball parmesan, not parm meatball. That's weird. Okay, so I've already added into my meat my seasonings. I did add a little pinch, or like maybe half a teaspoon of Italian seasoning because it just screamed it needed it. And then my eggs are in here and then a little bit of milk. So I'm going to add the recipe into the description box. Just the ingredients, you pretty much just mix it in. So, and then we're gonna fry them and bake them. Can't wait, I love this. Okay, so I am using, like I said, the gluten-free breadcrumbs, which are pretty much made with rice flour. That's what a lot of gluten-free things are made out of. And then I'm just gonna do also a cup of Parmesan. And then I'm just gonna get my hands in there. Gross, right? I mean, really. I'll probably start stirring it with a big spoon, but I have to get my hands in there to make them into little balls. So I'm gonna do that and I'll bring it closer, but really this is the best kind of recipe because you know exactly what's in it and that's good for your family, right? So let me bring you closer. Okay, so I made, I don't know, about 20 or so. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So they're good size. They're about like 1.5 inch, maybe 2 inches around. So they made, they're like a little heartier than, they're a little bit bigger than the bagged ones that I buy from Walmart. But these are extra special. So what I'm gonna do is just kind of do a little bit more salt and pepper just on top. And I am going to give them a light fry just to kind of brown up some of the sides. Now I did a little bit of olive oil with the canola oil mix because canola oil will be able to take a higher temperature. And from what I've read about olive oil, it doesn't as much, even though I still use it. So I'm gonna put those in, but I wanted to tell you guys really quickly that tonight we're going over to the Phillips Fam Bams because Braden got his mission call. Woo woo! So you may be getting this video or watching this video, and then their video is going to probably be going up too about all of this stuff. So sometime during the week. So I won't like spoil the information or do all of that because that's for them to tell you. But we're just so happy for Braden, and you know we are a missionary family as well. So I love it. So I'll keep you guys posted and maybe we'll take you along tonight just for a few moments, but let me get this going. Now, did I already say you could impress your friends with this easy recipe? Certainly can. Homemade meatballs are delish. All right, they're going. They're gonna be nearly done. Now, I don't have to brown them so much on the outside to where it's crispy because we are also going to bake them through. So that way it'll get all the way finished through in the oven because we're gonna be putting them for 30 minutes at 350, I believe. So I'll let you know, but I'm pretty sure. And gosh, these are already smelling so good. So those meatballs do cook really fast. And as much as I like chicken Parmesan, it could take a little while to like bread it and fry it and then put it in the oven, which this, like within 10 minutes, they were all done. So it's a good option. And we're gonna be dressing it the same way. So I'm just gonna do a little light spray, and I'm just taking our favorite sauce, and I'm just gonna put about half of it down at the bottom, and then I'm gonna put the meatballs down and then cover them with more sauce. Delicious, right? Okay, let me get my little tongs and we'll get started. All right, here we go. So when I'm done putting these in, I'm gonna cover this up and put it at 375, not 350. I always wanna do 350, but 375 for 30 minutes. And then I'm gonna take them out, put all that yummy cheese on top, put it back in the oven until it's all nice and melted. I told you it was a super easy recipe. And it's gonna taste delicious because it's homemade, and people are gonna tell. They can tell the difference. So as much as I like buying meatballs at the store, mostly for convenience, people can tell the difference. So, so this would be a really good recipe to make if you're having some people come over, or if you just wanna make some in advance and just keep it in the freezer. So like if you're gonna do a freezer meal, you could probably just cover this up and then put it in the freezer. Just remember to put the cheese on after you've baked it. And so we're not gonna be waiting here in this household. So let me get this sauce on. Let me know in the comments if chicken Parmesan or anything Parmesan is your favorite. I so love the sauce, the cheese. Oh, delish. It's one of my favorites for sure. So I'm just gonna get this nice and covered and then put a foil on top and get this in the oven. Delicious. So while the meatballs are cooking away, I thought I would try or make some pasta and try actually one that was suggested, this tortellini with the cheese inside it. It's our first time, so I'm gonna make some, add a tiny little bit of just like some butter, I don't know, like I'll figure it out, but I want the boys to taste it first before we have the meatballs cooked and ready. They tend to be a little bit picky about cheesy stuff. So let me finish this, cook this quickly, and then I still have time to make regular pasta if it's a bust. Kids, it just came out of the oven. It smells, oh. Let's take a look at what we have here. Let me move it over here. That way you can see. Oh yeah, they look delicious. I'm gonna bring you up closer because I wanna show you them, and then we're gonna Parmesan it. Now let me tell you, the pasta was a bust. So I'm just making some regular pasta, some spirally ones behind me. It all will be good and right in the universe now. But let me show you. Look at those. In fact, I might get my thermometer and just take an internal temperature just to be on the safer side. But you can see here that I have cheeses that will go on top to Parmesan it. Do you see that Italian blend? I just picked that up today, which has mozz and parm in there. So that's pretty good. But I had just a little bit of each in that other bag. So it's gonna be delicious. And then I'm gonna put it back in the oven for a little bit. So yes, they are well done and ready, but we're just gonna give it a little bit of extra stuff on it because it's not Parmesan, like meatball Parmesan without the cheeses on top. So this is gonna be perfect with pasta, but I asked Paul, he's gonna eat his with some rice. So I guess that's just one of the decisions he makes, but that's okay because I already have rice for him made, so it'll be so good. Okay, so I have the rest of this. And I'm gonna just use the rest of this rustic cut. Let me know in the comments if you're liking the rustic cut. To me, it feels a little bit like when you go to a nearby pizza place where you can make your own. It's like a wood fireplace, and they have this kind of cheese. So it kind of feels special a little bit. All right, so now I get to open up the one I bought. Yay! So back into the oven it goes, and Jonas is ready. Delicious, delicious, delicious. So I just dished up. Oh my gosh, look at all that cheese and those noodles. It's gonna be perfect. I'm giving this plate to my son because he's gotta go to work. So I'm just gonna let the other ones cool down a little bit, and we gotta go get Paul. So we'll have him for dinner, but I'll give you his honest review. All right, Kobe, what do you think before you head out?
It's good.
It's good. Is it kind of like chicken Parmesan-like?
A little bit.
A little bit, but just with meatballs. Yeah. All right, look at that. Oh, delish. Oh, he's moving his hand. He's like blocking my camera. So everyone's saying it's really good. I even had some myself. Delicious. So I'm going to add, remember the recipe in the description box below, just the ingredients, and then you're just going to fry them and bake them for 30 minutes at 375. We are going to be going over to the Phillips in a few minutes and just be with Braden in this special time, and I'm sure you're going to see it all as well. So thanks for stopping by my channel. I'm so grateful to all of you. Let me know in the comments if you've ever made homemade meatballs, and if you haven't, do you think you're gonna try this easy recipe? So again, thanks for stopping by. Give this video a thumbs up or a like, and I'll see you really soon. So stick around, you just never know what I'll be rolling out next. Bye everyone.